So in layman's terms, right, how would you differentiate Vedic astrology versus Western astrology?
There's quite a few differences, and there's a lot of overlapping similarities. The main difference is, and I'm going to try to make this understandable, okay, because there can be some complicated aspects of this, but the main difference is the starting point. We use the sidereal zodiac, and Western astrology uses the tropical zodiac. One of the ways to look at that is if you look at the sunrise today, say the sunrise is here today, and then next year on the same day, it rises here. And then the next year, it's going to rise here. It's going to keep moving backwards over the course of time. It's a very slight difference from our life perspective. Over 72 years, it's going to move 1 degree. That's small. But if you take that over the course of 2,000 years, it moves 23 degrees back. So when we look at a Western chart, and then we look at a Vedic chart, the Western chart is the tropical zodiac. The Vedic chart is going to have the planets, all the planets are going to be about 23 degrees back from their Western chart. So sometimes people's signs may shift. Back 2,000 years ago, both of the systems were together at the same point. Western astrology stayed here, and Vedic astrology is moving along with the sidereal zodiac, which is based on the precession of the equinoxes, the wobble of the earth. Does that make sense?
You did such a great job trying to go layman on this, but it definitely is still a little confusing. And, of course it is, right? So maybe a better way to describe it, and here's where I'm coming from. Mm-hmm. I know that my moon sign is a Leo in Vedic astrology. Yes. And it's a Virgo in Western. Yes. So does that mean I'm two different people? I mean,
No, right? So to me, there's, how do we say this? I think that everybody has karma with different systems and with different astrologers. Whoever you are drawn to, whatever karma you have with the astrologer or with the system, that's who you go to, right? The information is going to be hopefully accurate, right? And you're going to be able to connect and resonate with whatever is coming through in that reading. There are going to be, in addition to just your moon sign now being in Leo, it's a very specific degree of Leo in your Vedic chart. There are, in addition to the 12 zodiac signs, we have 27 additional Vedic signs. That's where you get more nuanced information, where your Leo moon might have some Virgo energy about it, right? So there's going to be some differences in what it may look like. You may go, whoa, how did I suddenly become a Leo moon? But there's going to be nuances that come through because of the Vedic additional signs, these nakshatras, these lunar mansions that we get when we look at our charts, all based on the degrees of the exact time that we're born.
And what's the difference between a sun sign and a moon sign?
So like the personality aspects of the sun.
Yeah.
Okay. So the sun is, again, very basic ideas, is that the sun is your soul, yourself, your ego, right? Who you are, the face you present to the world. And then the moon is going to be your more internal landscape, your heart space, your mind-heart connection, mental, emotional connection. In Ayurveda, we think of it as the mindset, right? So there's a little bit of a difference there. In the Western world, we really focus very heavily on our sun signs, right? We're very ego driven, me first, like get out there kind of society. And, and then in India, where Vedic astrology is from, it's all about the moon. It's grounding and calming and quiet. And so there's this sort of more, it's a little deeper in terms of like who you are really internally. It kind of gives people a window into your heart.
So how much do you think that science plays a role in your readings?
Well, it's all based on math. So it's the root of it, the foundation of it is mathematical and all degrees and astronomy and everything like that. And then there's the additional pieces that come through. I mean, it's an ancient system, and it's used especially in the Vedic sort of sciences with Ayurveda and yoga and Vedic astrology. They're the three sister sciences. And so an Ayurvedic practitioner, which is a medical system, right, that comes from India, that I've also studied, that an Ayurvedic practitioner will actually use Vedic astrology to help understand what's going on in the person's life how they're supposed to guide them in their health and wellness. So it's integral to other aspects of the Vedic sciences as well. They call it the eyes of the Vedas, right? Vedic astrology, Jyotish, is the eyes of the Vedas. It's the science of light. So it's all about shining the light, illuminating, allowing the lights in our lives, right? The planets in the sky, the ones that we can see, they're the lights. So we're putting the light on that, letting them shine.
How can we adapt astrology into our everyday lives? Would you consider it reading a horoscope, or is it kind of something else?
I know that some people really enjoy reading their horoscopes, and if the person writing them is tuned in, and that's great. It's not necessarily something that I would do, because I feel like it's much more individualized to really get the, you know, the depth of what this is about. You really want to get an individualized reading. But there are lots of ways to apply it. The thing that I love about Vedic astrology in particular is that it's very accessible and very practical, right? So it's not super woo-woo, you know, it's very much, while you can get into the energetics and the esoteric aspects of it, it's very practical, it's very grounded, it's very down to earth. There's remedies that you can apply, practical hands-on remedies you can apply in your everyday to support your nervous system, your body, right? Your physical health, your fitness, your mindset, and your, you know, like any kind of emotional pieces of things. There's timings that are connected, that we get very clear time frames of when to take certain kinds of actions. So we have a better chance at success, right? To me, this is all about timing and being the best we can be. So having these tools to actually, you know, drive the car you're in properly, navigate the waters that you're in, however you want to look at it. This is one of the systems. This is a really wonderful, accessible tool to actually get that information, so you can go into your life with confidence and feel aligned, right? To me, it's about illuminating the areas of your chart, feeling like you're in alignment and feeling empowered to move forward with confidence and take action.
Thank you for watching. If you like this video, remember to subscribe, like it, share it. Thank you.